There's this manhwa that I've been putting off reading. It is called The Horizon. It is set in this post-apocalyptic world, which is nothing unusual, or this world at war with themselves and disease. Story is premises of moving forward when everything seems for naught, holding on to memories of those who are gone, surviving and death, life and rebirth. It's silent. The characters lack names. It lacks color, but when it does use it, it's so impactful. And it tells you to keep moving forward, one step at a time. We start off with a boy who has just lost everything, and then he finds a girl, and he seemingly has a new reason to keep moving forward other than one step at a time. They know they know eventually that the world will end. They also know that the world is round. And so if they keep going, they'll eventually end up back where they were. There is no end to the world. And we come back to this later. After expressing their will to keep moving forward, the two continue marching on. And this is when they come across a strange man. He doesn't speak. He's almost childlike, wild, you know, eating everything, trying to take their food. And they're wary of him. They want to leave him, but he sort of begins watching them at night after they try to leave him the first time. And the boy is still wary until eventually he falls asleep and they decide to leave. And the man is too sleepy to chase after them. And the girl says, "We shouldn't leave him." And she feels compassion for this man. And so they let the man stay with them. And they continue walking until the man does get jealous and he tries something against the girl. And obviously, they don't have the strength to fight back. But the boy, ever wary of the man, takes a knife and stabs him, and they both run away. And eventually, they are safe from the man because his leg gets blown off from a mine, I think. And again, they are walking until they're kidnapped. And I think it's not funny here, but interesting how the adults tell them, when you guys grow up, don't do bad things. Then they are saved by a doctor who wants to purge the world of disease and people, because he now sees people as disease. And the person who cures is now the very person who is taking life. He nurses these children, but he also shows them what needs to be done. He knows that in this world, in this apocalyptic world, that they can no longer be innocent. But he still wants them to retain their humanity, their humility, and so he tests it multiple times. He's sick, but the girl still shows compassion, and the boy is still wary of killing, especially when another person is causing no harm to them. He is shielding them, but at the same time having them face the evil which they will continuously see in this new world. He gives them each a chest, which in turn saves them later. Um, and once again, after the doctor, after they leave the doctor, they are once again walking. They speak to an old man who doesn't know what it means to move forward any longer. They keep walking the road until the boy gets sick. And when he does, we see flashback of how the girl got on the bus alone. She's with her dad and other adults. We see continuously that these adults know what they would have to do so that the other people and their children could go on living. But we also see the despair that people face when living in this new world. And it's obviously not all sunshine and rainbows. Some people cannot handle it. During this part they say this line, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Um because we come into this life and then we leave this life. And then this is one part that really touched me when they were talking about who's going to hold the memories that I in this soul, I in this body have held. Will my memories go forgotten with me, or will there be someone to carry them? And a lot of adults die from this disease, and they leave the bus knowing that someone might be able to carry on their memories. Eventually, it's the girl's father's turn to leave as he has become sick. So he does. And this is where we go back to the line from earlier. The dad says to the girl, if you keep moving forward, eventually we will meet again. And he knows this isn't true, but as a way to inspire the girl or give the girl a beacon of hope so that she doesn't stop moving. So she keeps living even when there is despair in this world, saying that eventually, someday, we will see each other again. After this, the flashback ends. The boy is once again healthy and they begin walking. And this is where we see a burst of colors. The boy and the girl are talking about their future and how it will be later for them. The color goes away, but all seems fine. They keep walking until they reach the end of the road. This could be seen as another moment where despair seeps in because they were moving with the road, expecting it to connect back around. But now they must take the brave action of moving beyond the road because the world isn't the road and they're going to keep moving forward. This is when they come across another pair of boy and girl. The two boys get into a dispute with guns. Neither shoot, and for a moment we think that they'll become friends, even though they don't speak the same language. But then a missile comes. It kills the girls. It kills the boy who can't speak the same language, and then the girl who our main character boy has been walking with this whole time. And the other girl faces deep despair, instantly offing herself. Our boy, he doesn't do that. In his despair, he keeps moving forward. And he keeps moving forward, and he keeps moving forward until he reaches the water, where he then almost keeps moving forward to his death. But then he stops. He takes it all in and he cries. And instead of seeing what happens to the boy, many years pass and we see an old man. Now, this man has long stopped moving forward. He's simply passing the time fishing. It seems like he's waiting to die when he meets a couple that reminds him of the past. He doesn't necessarily want to interact with him, but the lady brings him food and he feels the need to pay it back with fish. And a relationship begins to form and they start communicating and learning each other's languages, I guess, or maybe he's just teaching him his language. He's still wary, carrying his gun and guns as usual. Uh, but they've grown closer. One day, the male and female companions, I think, or the woman becomes pregnant. They're walking the beach, and he falls into the water. The old man rushes out, unsure, almost accepting that the other man would die. But then he thinks back and he decides that he would like to deny death. He won't let this be. So he jumps into the water, saving the man, and we get this absolutely beautiful scene and the imagery and a quote from him about continuing or being able to see above the horizon. There's this interesting phrase. Obviously, as you may know or may not know, Japan is called Land of the Rising Sun for different reasons, and I'll go into this probably later, but not directly related, but could be related. The idea that even after a dark night, the darkest night, the sun will rise again, and it will always rise again. And you can keep moving toward that horizon because even in the depths of despair, you can rise again. And that's exactly what happens. This old man rises and he decides that he will keep moving forward with life. That all the bad things that happened were not the end of it. The despair does seep in and it becomes a part of you. But like the girl believed, like her dad believed, you can keep moving forward. Yeah, I like the Horizon. It was really good, especially the art and how deep the art can be, but also how simple and without color it can be. So I really enjoyed it. I recommend reading it. It's only 21 chapters. That was just my, I guess, synopsis and view on it. Yeah, peace out and bye.